So quite a controversial question that I have been hearing as well is about the social media addiction these days, because, obviously, as we all know, it's prevalent. Everybody's on social media. Everyone's on their phone. But the problem is, from the ages now, they're getting younger and younger. Have you got any thoughts on social media addiction, whether there's, anything, it might become an actual, how you would go to an AA meeting? Do you think it would ever get to that point, or do you think
if I get to the addiction point, it's wastes a lot of time for a lot of people, especially for young and everybody in general, because people consume, but people overconsume really.
Absolutely.
And also when you overconsume, so for like podcasters and this stuff and all, that's that part, but that's where the world is moving. Right, so if you know how to put your limitations and this stuff and all, you can really identify what you want to see. You quickly have a set of a time or anything. You move on for yourself, because otherwise it distracts you a lot from a lot. Even if you are a creator, if you are a blogger, create more than consuming. Right, consume for a while just to see what's in the market, and on a daily basis maybe consume a little bit the things that you want to keep up with the trends and things like that, but then do more, create more, like do your story, do your video, do your article, right? Do it more. And because if you're in the creative, because if you're a blogger, that means you have to produce your stuff, right? So that's very important that you do that. So, and if you look at the things about the other question about, like, if you ask like AI, right? AI and the things are moving. There are tools, ChatGPT, AI tools. Quickly spend a time, a day or so, pick the tools that you want to use, the best tools that you want, one or two, and focus on using that tool, because otherwise, like, always there's another tool popping up, right? So like, don't end up like jumping and just keep on using it. Just like pick the tools, and you can, of course,
it's important to have limitations, isn't it? And a lot of people find it hard to limit themselves. It's like watching the social media gives you that little bit of, is it serotonin? Is that thing that dopamine or whatever?
It's such addiction, right? So like,
but the problem is it gives you these little bits here and there. However, what you get from actually creating the content and put it up is way better than consuming.
For me, when I do my morning's video and the stuff, I feel much better. Because the consuming is like, you never, like, it gives my entire state. So especially like even like the videos, our entire states for a blogger. When you write it, actually you put intention, you put your thing. Even if you do ChatGPT on the tools, you ask a thing, you actioning, right? Rather just consuming is mostly passive. Right, and you'll you just watch it. You'll mix it up, and for a creator, I try to put like evening hours, like I just to scroll things and the learning and like the reading and the stuff. Morning I'll see how soon, because the morning is where you have the energy, right? So for a creator or a blogger or a person who want to work and do these kind of things in the real economy, the morning hours are what you got to protect your energy by doing it. So
do you do like your planning in the evening, ready for the morning?
Evening is where I would consume social media.
Oh, got it. Right? Yeah.
Morning a little bit, maybe just like morning. The social media could be like from the cycle, maybe some trends, like some things that gonna be useful for that day's the videos, the things that I'm creating, or learning something. What's others doing, how the other podcasts are rolling, what's the setups and the stuff and all. It's very addictive anyway. I know. It just goes on, time just flies like.
And also routines, like for instance, a routine I'm trying to get myself off is I fall asleep easier when I'm just scrolling through TikTok. I almost use it as a method to go to sleep. I'm realizing how damaging that can be.
It's not that good.
It's not good at all.
It's
not damaging
good to do that, because
brain.
That is the brain falls asleep with an activity. I switch off the phone in the night, like 10:30. I try to switch it off.
I should do.
And then take a walk in the garden, and I try to do this. Well, people, like, if you're a blogger, if you're a creator, if you're a YouTuber, like if you're just getting started, that's something that you should be considering doing, because you need to shut down. Taking, Kasun tells me, now you're telling me, right?
You fall asleep with it almost till your eyes are closed and you're like, put it down.
I never take the phone or laptop. So the sleeping room, there is nothing, just the bed. Right, so nothing when I go close it down to sleep, because I don't have any sort of a thing. If there's an emergency, people have to press the bell in the house, but no phones are switched off and everything. That's really important, because it's a very bad thing overall to get the next day's brain performance. I would see, like, some people would be tired, like, because I used to do that, right? I used to have the phone, scrolling and going through, listen to some meditative music, pop-up might come, I might end up just thinking, and it might spoil my sleep. And the very first thing in the morning, I was like opening up and doing. Then I came across the science-based evidence that it's not that good to do. So I was like, no, phone is in the bedroom. Phones are not coming.
And it's the wrong time as well to keep your brain awake.
And the laptop is not coming to the bedroom. I used to do for a time. People can do, everybody would do, but just like how soon can you skip it, right? So there was a time I would just work all the time. So I would just literally have the laptops and everything, work building links until like 3 a.m. and fall asleep. There was that hustle time, right? So that time goes on, but like everybody would do that no matter what we do. Then people have to do, like, you know how hard it has to be done, like night, night, morning. So you can get the life into a level to go really the long run. How you manage your routines are important, because otherwise the system crash. I had a lot of bad things, like the eyesight's going away, and then to get it back, there are a lot of exercises and the stuff.
And, especially if you're staring at a screen all day, from the moment you wake up
the sleep
to when you go to
becomes
sleep.
bad. Right?
Well, your brain needs time.
Even so, these same glasses I use in the night, right? So I'm now having the lights and the stuff I'm using, but on the screen in the night I use it, but in the daytime I don't need any of the glasses to work on the laptop or anything.
It's the blue light, isn't it?
You just cut down, you kind of calm it down and the stuff. So even that's what I'm doing in a place like that. You have the lights really brightening up yourself.